best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy for me. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah.
Hey, my uncle, get up. We're late for school, dude. Come on, get up, get up.
We're gonna do this.
this star-cold hotel room and the endlessness that you feel, may you find some comfort here. So tired of the straight line, and everywhere you turn, there's vultures and thieves at your back. The storm keeps on twisting. You keep on building lies that you make up for all. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find. I remember it clearly, the day you slipped away was the day I found it won't be the same. Oh, na na. I didn't get around to kiss you. I know that I can't. Oh, I hope you can hear me, 'cause I remember it clearly, the day you slipped away was the day I found it won't be the same. Oh, I've had my wake up. Won't you wake up? I keep asking.
Right, we're putting some oxygen on you right now.
drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow.
Here we go.
Go straight here and go to the left.
I can't stand the pain.
Spoons. You got anything to drink now? Brew? I don't think I enjoy it. Nicholas? Where's Dave? More? A little bit more? Step back. Step back behind that line. Keep the hand both sides.
Which way are y'all gonna walk?
To the right. This is the most uncomfortable. He's like,
Okay, hold on just a second.
Students get to see kind of Mr. Rubin, you were involved in a vehicle accident on the morning of March 10th, 2011. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were driving that vehicle, correct?
Yes,
And as a result of that accident, 2 people were killed, correct?
Yes, sir.
And further, as a result of that accident, 1 individual was paralyzed permanently, correct?
Yes, sir.
And prior to driving that night and being involved in that accident, you had been drinking, correct?
Yes, sir.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Malcolm Rubin, the court having heard the evidence against you, I find you guilty of the charge of intoxication manslaughter. Because of the heinous nature of your crime, the fact that 2 people were killed by your actions, and a third was forever paralyzed, I can only give you the maximum of 20 years to be served in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. Bailiff, take him away.
How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jake Evans. I'm a paramedic in the city of LaPorte. I've been a paramedic for about 15 years now. I've been a member of a Shattered Dreams program over in LaPorte since 2001, and this year we just did our 6th go-around with the Shattered Dreams program. As you've heard, the Shattered Dreams program is about drinking and driving and making choices. The biggest picture about it is making the correct choices. You as young adults have a lot of life ahead of you. What this means is every day you're faced with tough, difficult choices going on with your life. It's up to you guys to start making the correct choices. Like you saw in the crash yesterday, some people die, some people go to the hospital, some people walk away without a scratch, and other people are left with everything left over. With you in your everyday endeavors, do you think your choices that you make you can live with them? I mean, what that means is, if you're the one to drink and drive, or do you think you can live with taking the life of somebody? Think of your best friend, think of your brother, think of your sister, think of your mother, think of whoever it is in your life that is very close to you. Drinking and driving is like running them over, because if you're gone, they're left with your memories and everything you've left behind. But going a little further in it, making the correct choices, you might not be the one drinking and driving. You might be the innocent party there. You might be the one driving down the road, all of a sudden meet somebody who made the wrong choice. And once again, your family's left over with all the choices other people make. This is all what this program is all about, is making correct choices. It's helping guide you in your endeavors throughout life. Do you think you have it in you to make the correct choices? If so, prove it to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. We are here to celebrate the life of Kendra Morrow. At this time, it is my honor to introduce her twin sister, Kenya Morrow.
Hi everyone, my name is Kenya Morrow. Many of you know me as being a twin to Kendra, who lost her life in the fatal car accident. I hope that the scene was a representation to you of the horrible consequences of drinking and driving. According to MADD, also known as Mothers Against Drunk Driving, in 2009, it was reported that approximately 10,839 people will get killed in a drunk driving accident. That's 1 every 50 minutes. Doesn't seem like much. What if I tell you there's 1,440 minutes in a day? What about 525,949 minutes in a year? It really makes you put into perspective the negative effects and consequences of drinking. This is a real thing. There are many lives affected yesterday. For example, one life, my sister's, was taken on the scene. The other at a later hour, one arrested and taken to jail, one paralyzed, and 2 lives, like mine, who had minor injuries but were affected for life of the scene that was captured by our eyes. This is a real thing. And I know as teenagers we always think we're so invincible and what our parents say is just annoying, especially when all we think they do is nag, but they do know what's the best for us. As do the other adults such as your teachers, mentors, church leaders, that remind you of what is right and wrong. So before you take that first drink, think about the scene that happened yesterday. Take every part of it in, from the life flight to the paramedics to an arrest. This is a real thing. It only seems like a joke until it happens to you. Yesterday, we visited Memorial Hermann Hospital, and in the STICU, meaning the Shock and Trauma Intensive Care Unit, we spoke with the mother of an 18-year-old girl who was involved in an alcohol-related automotive crash. She arrived at the hospital at 3:11 a.m. after her first time drinking. She was an All-American girl, cheerleader, and graduated just last year. The most important part being, she was just one of us. You could literally picture yourself, friend, or family member in her spot. That one bad choice to drink changed her life forever. Her legs were broken and had metal pins. She had a breathing apparatus located in her throat and signs of internal bleeding. She was only 3 miles away from her starting location, which proves any distance brings dangers. After speaking with her mom, which she was the only child of, she stressed that once again, anyone could be in her position. No certain bad or good person if you try to put a label on lifestyles. In conclusion, I hope you take from the Shattered Dreams experience that you are not invincible. Everyone has their limits, and I hope each and every one of us never reaches those. And especially ends up injuring an innocent individual like my sister. I'm sure that both the guilt and jail sentence would prove to be unbearable. I think the quote by Francis Scott Key Fitzgerald said it best. First you take a drink, then the drink takes a drink, then the drink takes you. Thank you.
Putting the Shattered Dreams program together has been a tremendous amount of work, and it has truly touched the lives of all of our participants. Not only the participants, but their families and loved ones. Last night, all of the participants went to Hermann Memorial Hospital and got to experience the real-life trauma that occurs each and every day in a hospital. They then went on an overnight retreat where each student wrote a letter to their parents or a loved one. The prompt was, if I had 1 more hour to live, what would I say? The students voted on the most powerful letters, and at this time, I'm going to introduce 3 students, Wanda Torres, Emily Poor, and Victoria Oliveras. These 3 students will read their letters.
Hello, my name is Victoria, and I'm reading this letter from Wanda Torres, also known as Shelley. This letter to her mom. Dear Mom, I just want you to know I really miss you. You have no idea how hard it is for me not to see you every day. I feel alone and lost without you. You have taught me so much, and I miss being able to go into the other room and cry, talk, or just hug you. Or say I love you in person, and not over the phone. You and Dad have pushed me to get better grades and to graduate from high school. And since I'm almost done with school, I get to see how proud I made you. I just hope I get to see you smiling at me when I get the diploma. I guess I just want to make you proud, Mom. I just really need you back in my life, like before you moved. I need you for a lot of different things, like your motherly hugs, your laughs, the I love yous, and getting to talk to you. I just really miss you. I know that people that are 18 say they don't need you to help, love, care, and support me. I wish you would move back home so we can be a family again. I love you, Mom, Shelly. I am also reading Emily Porter's letter. Hers is to her sister. Dear Jessica, I know I never really got a chance to tell you how proud I am to be your sister. Growing up, Mom and Dad would always tell me how much better I'm at school. Better at school. I was doing. Okay, I'm waiting for Dear Jessica, I know I never really got a chance to tell you how proud I am to be your sister. Growing up, Mom and Dad would always tell me how much better at school I was doing versus how you did, but this is not true anymore. Now, Mom and Dad are always talking about how proud they are of you, and so am I. I don't know if you remember this, but when you first moved out, I was crying at school a lot. I didn't know what to do when it was only just me at the house without you. I remember the Fridays when Mom was at the hospital and Dad would visit her. He would pick me up from school and then we would go get a paycheck from Pepperell. After that, we would go to Burger King and we'd always order the same things. And when we got back to the house, we'd watch Reba, but I'd rather stay calm with a show. And then you would watch Buffy. I was too young to really understand what was really going on at the time, what you sacrificed for this. You now have a husband and 2 wonderful kids and a prosperous college career and a new house. I so miss those nights when it was just you and me, but I know that I'm at a point in my life where I need to just put away childish things and grow up. Just like in Toy Story 3, you are my inspiration. I'm here for my sister. I wrote my letter to all my teachers, to all who inspired me. People may go through high school thinking that your teachers don't care about you or don't love you. But since I've started here, freshman year for having Miss Burr as my math teacher, for having Miss Gardner as my ASL teacher, having Miss King as an English teacher, every single one of them has touched my heart to inspire me to actually go for my goal, which is to be a deaf ed teacher. And to you, I thank you all for giving me this inspiration. I love you all.
Seniors, the last 2 days have been extremely powerful, and I can only hope that each of you has given this program the opportunity to help you make wise decisions. The message is loud and clear, and this is an opportunity for everyone in this auditorium to lead with a clear understanding of the consequences that can occur when someone makes poor choices. I want to take this time to say thank you to Ms. Sheila Gruber. Ms. Gruber, would you please stand? Also, to all of the students who have been a part of the Shattered Dreams program in the front here at the stage, would you please stand? These students, along with Ms. Gruber and many others that, and I cannot even start to name everyone that has been involved. From the bottom of my heart and everyone at Lee High School, I cannot say thank you enough for the sacrifices. Ladies and gentlemen, you have no idea how many nights, how many weekends in all that these people have given their time and their heart and soul to make Shattered Dreams come true at Lee High School. We have had so many compliments, and it is just absolutely unbelievable the wonderful, wonderful job that all of you have done. Let's give them a round of applause one more time. Thank you. You may be seated. Seniors, I do want you to know that we are still in the developing stages of making a video, and we will all have you back in the auditorium to see a video of the entire Shattered Dreams program. And that may occur even as early as sometime today. If that happens, then we will be back here in the auditorium to have the opportunity to see this very, very powerful video that is being put together. At this time, this is the conclusion of our program, and we're going to release you back to the Commons. We will stay in the Commons until 9:10. That will give you a little time. My pleasure this time to introduce Mr. Jake Evans from the LaPorte Paramedics Department. Good morning, everyone. What you guys witnessed? Thank you so much, Mr. Evans. We are here today to celebrate the life of Sierra Hofstetter. It is my pleasure to now introduce Sierra's sister, Demi Hofstetter.
My sister Sierra was my best friend, my other half, and my role model. She was funny, outgoing, and beautiful. Her birthday was February 17, 1993, and she died yesterday in a drinking-related automotive crash. Along with another, she was killed, leaving me and another left with the pain and suffering that your sister will no longer be there. Another was paralyzed and another was sent to jail. I want to stress the severity of this topic and how important it is to make good decisions. This may be a joke to some, but it no longer becomes a joke when it's someone involved that you know, or if you're personally involved. 80% of accidents in the Houston area are drinking-related accidents. Yesterday we visited Memorial Hospital and were able to talk to some of the families who were affected by drinking and driving. We talked to a mother, her daughter, her name was Kate, and she was 18 years old. She was just like us. She was a cheerleader, she was a straight A student, she made, had good friends, but she made a decision to get behind the wheel after she was drinking and driving. She crashed. Now she's left with 2 broken legs. She's not able to breathe on her own, and she has severe injuries to her abdomen. They don't know if she's going to survive or not. Another we talked to, her name was Adriana. She was 31 years old. She thought she was invincible, just like we do. We had this mindset that, oh, it's never going to happen to us. And she had this mindset just as well. She thought, oh, it's not going to happen to me. I'm going to be okay. She was just a few miles away from where she was going when she got into an accident. Her truck was wrapped around a tree. She's now paralyzed. There's a 95% chance that she's never going to walk again just because she made the decision to drink and drive and get behind the wheel. It's not worth it. It's not worth losing a life. It's not worth losing being able, to the small things in life. She's not going to be able to walk. She's not going to be able to, run. Another person that we talked about, his name was Matt. He was 17 years old. He just got back from a party and he was with his best friend. Sadly, his best friend was killed because he made the decision to drink and drive. He is now going to be facing jail time 2 to 20 years. And ask yourself, is that worth it? Is it really worth it? They're just kids. They're just kids like us. They go to the same parties. They listen to the same music. And they have so much ahead of them, but they ruin it because of careless decisions. How many more people have to die until we understand the dangers and severity of drinking and getting behind the wheel? Picture your friends, your siblings, your mother or father in a casket because they or someone made the careless decision to get behind the wheel and drink. Ultimately, the choice is yours. I can't make it for you. But hopefully after seeing just a mock wreck, after seeing just a mock hurt, hopefully you'll make the decision to rise above and make a difference and not drink and drive.
Anger in myself towards them, how they didn't treat me like I see how other children are treated. Basically what I messaged them is, I have jealousy of seeing like other families like so happy together, so united as one group, because I've never really had that. Like whenever I see like a father playing with a little kid, I feel a sense of happiness inside of me, but yet the sadness because my dad never did that with me. Like I would always ask my mom like, what would my dad do? He was just worried either going out like with his own family or just like working with his car or something like that. I've never played with my dad like once that I remember in my life. Like I've always been like influenced of playing soccer and stuff like that. Never in my life remember playing soccer with him. And I told him in that message that I want them to be more united because my parents are always fighting like constantly, at least every month I'm gonna say. And I told them basically, because every time I try to separate the fights, it doesn't get a fight where it's fist to fist and stuff like that, but it's arguments, you know? And it doesn't matter if it's fist to fist, but arguments really hurt like down to the heart. And I told them basically, I'm like done trying in a way of trying to fix the problems because they always fight over the same things. And my sisters come to me like, I don't know what to do. They're like, I'm tired of seeing this, and they're frustrated because they start crying, and they're frustrated because they don't know what to do. And I'm like, I don't know, like we all burst into crying, like on their faces, and that's the only time they stop arguing. But later on, they still start arguing. So I don't know what to do anymore. And I told them basically, our unity in the family, we sit at the table. We never really actually sit together and talk. That never happened like ever in my 18 years of life, starting today, 18 years. Never remember sitting at the table talking with them. And what I've told them since my sisters are in 6th grade and I'm already getting ready to go off to college, in the message I said it's kind of late for me, for them to unite with me because I'm wondering if I'm in my adulthood life, going to be in college and studying my career. But my message was that I want them to unite with my sisters since they still have a halfway process to college and stuff like that. And I want them to unite and talk to them, you know, because I see potential in them and I want them to succeed, you know. And with this message, I combine it with Shattered Dreams because I'm abstinent towards alcohol stuff like that, and I don't drive and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna drink and drive. That's like something everyone should learn because with the process of Shattered Dreams, where we went to the moral hermit, it really hurt seeing the families talk about how their daughters or son are really hurt, how they're in the ICU and stuff like that, and trauma. Like, even though they're not part of my family, I felt like I was united with them. Because like one thing is that I feel that I'm more united with my friends and my community than more than my family. Because my friends are always there with me. And they're always giving me support and stuff like that. Whenever I'm down, they're like, hey, what's wrong, or stuff like that, or oh, how can I help you? My parents, they might just give me a simple, what's wrong, and they'll just walk away. But connecting it to Shattered Dreams about drunk driving, I think most drunk driving accidents happen because the parents do not unite with them. Because they never get the message that the parents seen, how they grew up and saw all these accidents and stuff like that. And they don't give them the precaution of all the danger that happens in life. I think if the family is more united, people will be in less frustration of how seeing their family members argue and stuff like that, and won't think of negativity to do many things like this. So I think if family is more united to talk with each other, I think that's one good precaution of preventing drunk driving. Thank you.
Juniors, the last 2 days have been extremely powerful And I can only hope that each of you has given this program an opportunity to help you make wise decisions. The message is loud and clear, and this is an opportunity for everyone in this auditorium to leave with a clear understanding of the consequences that can occur when someone makes poor choices. I want to say at this time to thank Ms. Sheila Gruber. Well, Ms. Gruber, would you please stand? I cannot tell you how much time and energy and heart and soul this lady has put into this program. And this didn't happen just last week. This has been an ongoing project for many, many months. Ms. Gruber, thank you so very, very much. I'd also like for all of the students who have been involved in the Shattered Dreams program, would you all please stand? Let's give these guys a big round of applause also. To the audience, it's extremely important that you understand that these students have given up many, many nights and weekends, all of their own time, putting together this extraordinary program. Students, I think that this is probably one of the memories you will always cherish and remember from your high school career. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank all of our students who have been involved, as well as you, Ms. Gruber. Thank you all very much. Let's give them all another hand. Ms. Gruber, would you please come up at this time?
Thank you guys for definitely being respectful and coming out and participating in this. I was watching a lot of y'all yesterday during the mock rec because one of the things I was hoping to see was mostly y'all's reaction, and never been more proud to be part of this school, and I saw how well you guys took it and really, were really mature about it, and I think that's something you should give yourself a round of applause. Also, I want everyone to know, students and faculty, that we have lots of love in the community. We have all our Baytown Fire, Baytown Police. We have administration. Everywhere we had all the funeral homes. Ms. Ferguson, floral arrangement. Look, this is awesome. They put this together and really in the effort and commitment to really push that drinking and driving, or just making bad decisions in driving, happens way too much here, and we all have probably been impacted by it in one way or in another. Some of us sitting right here might have recently lost someone or been affected in that way, and we want to push that this is very real sometimes, and we have a life to live for. I know that Malcolm, if you will stand up, please. Okay, he is really not arrested, okay? He is right here. He got to go to the jail, and we filmed over there, which that film is to come, so that's another thing that people can watch. But it just became very real to all the participants, the actors, and all that. As you saw yesterday, I bet you that was not scripted at all. That was all straight from, I think, just what they were feeling at that moment. All the parents involved in this point, I'm not sure how many of y'all have ever been able to receive a letter from your parents personally, but many of these students did, and really touching. I think I put a lot of parents through a whole lot and having to do that. But again, I just want everyone to be proud to be part of this school, and thank you guys for just being awesome and representing, man. Thank you.
At this time, if I could have James Wojtek and Caitlin Martin please come to the stage.
Miss Gruber for all that she's done for us, and so we're going to present her with this bouquet of flowers. Let's give her another round of applause.
We haven't slept in 24 hours. That is all.
Okay, juniors, we do have something, there's a video. I want to make sure you all understand this, and you all are going to be given the opportunity to watch a tremendous video that is being put together. It's not quite finished, but you will get the opportunity to see a video which takes you through so many different things. I don't want to give the video away, but it is going to be very, very powerful. It's going to be an outstanding video. And once again, we will bring you back together when the video is complete so that you can all view this powerful video. It is all from the Lee High School Shatter Screen program, so that is what makes it so special. Just in closing, students, I just want to say thank you. I think you have really done a great job of being a part of this program. And once again, I really feel like this will always be a memory and something that will help all of us. This is for adults also, not just for students, that will help all of us make good decisions in our lives. And at this time, we've got about 15 minutes left in the class period. I'm going to allow you to go back to the commons. If you please remain in the commons. And when the bell rings, you will go to your fourth period. Thank you.